Hello friends, my name is Benji, I'm a fantasy author, and I'm spending 100 days living in Minecraft. I'm spending 100 days in Minecraft. Yeah, we've made it through days 1 through 10. I can find my way to and from my house. Not gonna die. I am not going to die. How do I deploy the boat? They're all up in my front yard doing dances, so who knows. Anyways, moving forward, went back to the jungle because I'm trying to explore this thing, and I found some charcoal, found some cocoa beans. I don't even know where I found the cocoa beans. Don't remember the green stick man. Green stick man. It was granite. I found granite.
Granite.
Been pretty cool so far. We've made 15 days happen. We're looking to get from 16 through 20 today, hopefully putting us into the 21st for the next video. And we have some goals as we're doing it. First, the goal is to learn new things. I'm pretty new to Minecraft, admittedly, and so I want to learn a lot. And so far, I have. I've learned a lot. The second goal, which we actually achieved, was to make a bed. And I'm hopeful that at some point I'm actually going to sleep in it. So we'll have to see about that. The third new goal is to tame a horse. We found this golden horse mount armor in this temple thing where I got shot with a bunch of arrows. Hit the tripwires that were in there like 7 times each. Lots of arrows in me at this point. And my hope is that I can kind of take that, put it on a horse, and then like own that horse. I don't know. We're still working on the taming part because I have hopped on horses so far, but they just kind of like throw me. So there's that. What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh yeah, I don't want to die. So goal number 4 is don't die. Something I'm working on, something that's been good so far. 15 days in and no deaths, starting from like no Minecraft knowledge at all. Feels pretty good. There have been some close moments. So let's talk about it. Day 15, we finished up. Day 16, it's nighttime. We're going into day 16's morning. What am I up to? Well, I'm mining. If you don't know, I made my own kind of like mine shaft in my house.
I said hi ho, it's off to work we go.
Little door there just for safety because I don't trust the creepers and the goblins and whatever else is out there at night in my cave because it's always night in the cave. It's kind of an existential thought. But anyways, digging there, and then I'm like, okay, cool, sun's up, let's go. Oh, I found a new material. It's called diorite. Don't know what to do with it. If you know, please tell me. Please tell me. I'm not using the internet. I'm using the hints they give me in-game, but I'm not using the internet. I'm just trying to figure these things out in-game. Like, is this game playable without online tutorials? I don't know. But if you know, I'll take it. Okay, so go outside.
I started off building a fence for the animals I wanted to keep in, like this horse, but then they were all just jumping it, so I moved on.
I'm looking for a horse to mount with my golden mount armor, right? Like, I'm looking for a horse to acquire.
So I'm tucking all my animals in, and I see that thing, and I'm like, guys, get over here. Get over here now. Get close to the house. Give me your golden little chicken hen. Good job, sheep. Good job. Just get away from that thing, and, don't look it in the eyes. Just turn away. Jack Black taught us anything. It's don't look him in the eyes.
I go out, I find a horse. I'm like, oh, cool, sweet. But, it was next to pumpkins, and I did get distracted for just a minute by the pumpkins. Got back, was looking for the horse again. I was like, are you a horse? Are you a horse? Are you a horse? Found the horse. Sweet. Tried to get on the horse. It would not let me put the armor on it. I was, like, trying so hard, and if I'm holding the armor in my hand, it really does not like that. In fact, it attacked me. It was like that scene in The Lord of the Rings, Two Towers, when, like, Merry and Pippin are bound up by the orcs, and the riders of Rohan ambush the orcs, but Merry and Pippin are like, I'm gonna get trampled on. That's kind of how it felt. Went back home because night started to fall, and was like, all right, I'll figure this out. I looked through my stuff, and I was like, I got an apple. Horses love apples. So ipso facto, if I feed the horse an apple, surely that'll do something for me.
It's math.
Decided I'd wait till morning. And so I spent the night working in my mine shaft again, just trying to get deeper, trying to find cool materials. You remember that weird guy with the llamas tied to his body who was like, oh, we want emeralds for things. I was trying to hopefully get deep enough to get to emeralds. I don't know. I got to diorite, like I said, and then I accidentally let water in. And I was really tweaking for a minute. I was like, is this going to fill my whole thing? It did get a little higher. I did something wrong. It like raised a level. It was like, okay. So I just kind of like closed the door there. went to my materials and was like, let's rebrand this. This is no longer a mine shaft. This is an underground hot tub. Why do you say hot tub instead of hot tub? Well, it's because I think you're supposed to have two T's in there. I didn't do that. I don't know why. I just, even when I did it, I was like, what is this? There's no way this is right. Are these two different words? Hot tub? Hot tub? Hot tub. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, this is my new underground hot tub. It does look like it has a current, so I'm not going to get in that just now. We'll hopefully do some exploration on that later and know if that's safe to be in or if it's going to like suck me under and kill me. Okay, what else? Let's see here. I stepped outside. That was a mistake. It was just for like a second, but it was enough of a second. I did kill like one of those, the green zombie dudes. Killed one of him. But then another dude blew up my front door, so I had to remake the door again. Decided, you know what? I'm just going to take a nap. And so I used the bed for the very first time at the end of day 16. And honestly, so glad I did. Because turns out when you sleep in your bed, that sets a respawn point. So if I had died, where would I have respawned to? Am I good now? Do I need to do that every night? I don't know. I slept in it though, and then it said like, "Oh, you slept through the night, sweet." And so I thought it was no longer nighttime. Stepped outside, it was still nighttime. Was attacked again, went back inside. Not a problem. Looked at my garden and was like, "What can I do to make this grow?" Nothing came to me right then and there. But morning hit, and I went out and I was like, "Let's go find those horses." So I was looking for the horses. Okay, found the horse. Decided to feed it the apple. He accepted the apple. It let me feed him the apple. I was like, "This is right. I'm so on to you, Minecraft." Hopped on the horse. He did throw me off a couple times, but then like he let me sit on him and like some parts were coming out of him. I was like, cool, when do I get to like start steering? Eventually, like he even let me like open a menu for him, like for the horse. I could access his inventory, and I put the golden armor on him. I was like, sweet, let's go. Golden mounted horse, like this is a war steed now. And tried to ride him. Wouldn't let me like choose where he was going at all. I was his pet. He was not mine. I was like, what the heck? He started dragging me like closer and closer into hell. And I was like, okay, let's figure this out. Noticed he had two slots on his thing. One was for like armor and another for, I guess, a saddle. I thought this counted, but I guess not. So if you see a golden warhorse out in the middle of the wild, that one's mine, or maybe I'm his. I'm not sure. I guess he kind of swindled me, so I don't know. Anyways, I was able to take the armor off the horse, so that's good news. Kind of went back to my house to recuperate, rethink through things, and started looking through the inventory. Like a lot of this is like I look at the crafting table and I'm like, what am I missing? Like for my garden, I'm like, what am I missing? How do I make a bucket? And bucket's not even like a recipe option for me yet. So I like step in some water and like bucket, open up. Nothing. I build more sticks, no bucket still. How do I unlock a bucket for my watering garden? Somebody tell me. I don't know. Okay. Anyways, but then as I was looking through there, actually, let's talk about garden for a second. I was like, wait a minute. There's a material I think I made at the beginning of this game, which I've kind of ignored until now because I didn't know what to do with it. It's the hoe. So I made a new one and I took it to the garden. I was like, let's try this, and started hoeing the dirt. The dirt was hoed, and I was able to plant the watermelon seeds. I was like, who knows if they'll grow without bucket, right? But we did it. So, anyways, watermelons are growing, I think. I don't know what it will take to make them plant. I tried to put a pumpkin on there. That didn't work. I tried to put cocoa beans on there. That didn't work either. But we got watermelons, so we're doing pretty good, feeling pretty good about the turn of events we've got going on here. Like, if my character was going to die of dehydration or of starvation, we're set, because this is literally watermelon. It's all your basic food groups. Okay, daytime hits. I'm like, let's go out there, let's see what we can do, because I saw in my like crafting table that I needed an iron ingot to get a saddle, and I also needed leather. So I was like, let's go kill some cows, hopefully, for some leather. So I'm following these cows. I'm killing them left and right. I get into this kind of like area where there's a waterfall and a river, and that's cool. I follow that for a little bit. I find tide pools. I find an ocean. I'm like, this is sick. It kind of like loops actually kind of close towards the back of my house, the way I haven't explored yet. And was like, oh my gosh, there's a whole ocean out here. What is out there? So I unlocked a new objective, which was explore the ocean. Maybe become Poseidon. We'll have to see. And so I was like, all right, let's do that. But first, let's get back to base. Let's put our materials in. Let's see if we can make the saddle. We're gonna still have to figure out the iron ingot. I think I'm gonna have to dive like deep down into one of these caves. I tried to do that actually for a second. It did not go well. That is the closest to death I have been. I'm talking like creepers, skeletons, zombies hitting me left and right. I got down to half a heart. Half a heart. That's it. I was that close to death, and I was like, shoot. Shoot. What does the armor do? I'm honestly asking. I have this, like, I see the little metal shirt. I see the metal shirt down here. Why is it not doing anything for me? Is it like after I lose my health, then my corpse is protected from further danger? Or, like, what's the situation here? Am I just wearing, like, the wrong piece of armor? You know what? I probably did. Maybe I picked up more armor for people. I should look into that, because I might have, like, a chest piece or something somewhere. Yeah, I don't think so. I think I'm bluffing. Anyways, that's a thought for later. Decided to go back to my place. I put in, like, I found clay. Don't know what to do with that yet, but I was like, maybe that's how you make bucket. Maybe we make vase, like a clay vase bucket. No, it wasn't. So I just stored the clay in. I did decide to build out a dock and make myself a boat with a chest in it so that we could eventually do our water expedition. And that's really kind of what we're looking forward to for these coming days, is hopefully I can go a little deeper, and I can also see what's out there in the middle of the vast, vast ocean that we call Waterworld. Guys, thanks so much for standing out here in the rain with me so that we could do this video. It's a weird choice to, choose to hang out, but like, we're doing it. It's a great time. If you're enjoying these videos, please make sure to like this video, to subscribe to the channel, and to comment what your favorite part of this video was so that we can continue this adventure together. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next one.